What's up, you guys? Hope you guys are all having a good day. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna do a little walk around of my car and just a quick POV on my way to work to do some mail. This is my 2016 Subaru WRX STI. It's a limited trim. It's crystal white pearl. It's sitting on Enkei RS05RRs, 18.9.5 plus 35 with Michelins, which are 265, 35, 18, as well as a few cosmetic mods, as well as Tomei exhaust. Other than that, the car is completely stock. I've had the car for 2.5 years now. I had to get it out of state. It took me a while to actually find this exact car that I wanted. Wanted the limited trim, and I also really wanted crystal white pearl color. So yeah, here's kind of a walk around of my car. As you can see, I have the Subispeed wing stabilizers, the Subispeed carbon fiber badges, as well as the trunk lid piece, the carbon fiber license plate cover, a little STI toe strap, a rear diffuser that I just got from Maxton Design from Subispeed. I won through a giveaway. Thank you, Subispeed, for that. I really appreciate it. SMY Performance F1 light, which I just got recently because my other one broke from Subispeed, which was the OM one, after about a year. So I decided to go ahead and buy another one. So yeah, I have the Tomei exhaust. I have rear spats, which are cheap Amazon ones that I repainted. Rek Gen Mud Flaps. Like I mentioned, I have the Enkei RS05RR. Some cheap Amazon side skirts. Front lip that's also from eBay, nothing too expensive. And then carbon fiber mirror caps. Carbon fiber piece in the fender insert right there. And then also the STI OEM black style side badges. I believe the hyper blue ones come with it, but mine were silver and I really like the black, so I decided to go with that one. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else that I did to the car. I did the headlight overlays, the tint overlays. The smoke turn signal lights were recently as well. I have 50% tint on the front windshield and then 35% all around. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I think I've covered. I have a few things that are just some dress up stuff under the engine bay, but other than that, the car's pretty much stock. It's not tuned or anything. I'm hoping to do some performance mods next year, so I'm really excited for that. But for this year, I'm pretty happy with the Fortune. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have Fortunato coilovers along with the Enkei RS05RR wheels. So yeah, that's kind of something that I did this year, and I think it made the car just look completely different. So I'm really excited with the look. But yeah, I'll give you guys a little ride through my typical route to go get mail due to COVID. Everyone in my office has to go do some mail, so it's my time to go do mail. So I figured I'd take you guys along on a trip and yeah, bring you along. Guys, you know, a few things that I had done to the car. If there's anything that you guys would like to see in terms of, you know, content and any certain parts of my car that you would like to hear about more in specific, I would be more than happy to make a video on that as well. So yeah, feel free to kind of shoot me any comments or any suggestions with anything you guys would like me to talk about more in depth. I kind of did a broad walk around of the car, so I'm sure some people would like to hear a little bit more about some of the touches that I added to the car. But like I mentioned, the car is completely stock other than the Tomei exhaust. I have no performance mod to it. I'm hoping to go stage 1 plus at first with the Cobb intake, the carbon fiber. I think it's Cobb SF intake, which is carbon fiber, which I love how it looks. So I definitely want to get that. And then I already have the access board, so I think that would be a good first start for me in terms of modifications, just to get a little bit more power. I've been pretty content with the amount of power that the car has from stock right now, but I thought it would be cool to, you know, change it up a little bit. I heard from a lot of other people who had the stock tune and went to stage 1 plus how happy they were with it. And they said the car handled a lot better and it was a lot less jerky, and just overall the experience of driving the car, it wasn't anything crazy in terms of power gains, but it certainly was a change that was worth doing for the cost. So I'm really excited to take that on and just try something new with the car. I've had the car for 2.5 years now. I bought it in April 2018, so April 2021 will be my 3 years of owning this car, and it's been a blast, honestly. I've been so happy with it. I've met so many awesome people because of it. I've been running an Instagram channel, which is Wrxstidima, for almost 3 years. Obviously, from the day that I bought the car, I've been posting about it. So I've been just working on growing the channel and just enjoying the car and letting you guys enjoy the car through me. I know there are a lot of younger users who really like my car and were in the same boat as me when they were, you know, my age, and they were just dreaming about the car, watching videos nonstop about it, just, you know, waiting for the day when they can actually own the car. So it's pretty cool to, you know, go from that. That was me. I was that kid who watched every single video on this car. I dreamed about owning this car since the age of 16. About to turn 25 this week, so it's pretty crazy. I'm very thankful and grateful for everything that I have, and it's crazy to be able to own this car and share content with you guys about this car, and, you know, even have a following of people who are interested in this car. It's crazy how awesome the car community is in general, not just Subaru community. Subaru community is awesome. I've met so many of you guys that are awesome, and I'm so thankful for that. But in general, the car community is just so huge. People sharing the exact same passion as you, which is incredible. It really is. So I thought it would be cool to, you know, transition my Instagram to something a little more from just POV videos. I just got this GoPro Hero 9 the other day. It's a new one that just came out. I wanted something with a better mic so I can do a little bit more talking in my videos. So that's kind of why I went with this one. I know a lot of the Hero 9s have really good mics, and the 8s have good mics, but the 3s weren't the best. They were also in this, you know, weird inner shell kind of thing, or extra shell, so I kind of wanted to change it up. Hopefully this guy doesn't fucking hit me. Please don't hit me, dog. I love my car. But yeah, I'm really happy with the Hero 9, and just I think the quality in general is significantly better than the Hero 3. Now that I'm looking around in my interior of my car, I did mention a lot of the things that I got for the exterior of my car, you know, the Tomei exhaust, some of the carbon fiber touches that I added to the car, the rear diffuser, the rear spats, the rear side skirt, or the side skirts, and the front lip. On the outside I have tints, I had the headlight overlays, and then inside I have just an overlay right here. It's not a complete replacement piece. Carbon fiber with white. I really like the look of carbon fiber with the white. I thought it went good. Then I have this part, which is the bottom piece that the Hyper Blues, I believe, come with, is piano black. I think the newer 18 up come with that as well, so I'm really happy with this one. It also has the red touch to it with the black. I think looks a lot better than the silver. I'm just kind of going with the white and black look with my car, so that's kind of why I went with that one. It's funny though, with this little piece, I thought it was going to be a lot easier to put in until I actually got it. I realized after getting it that in order to put this piece in, you actually have to take apart the whole steering wheel. So that was kind of cool to see that part and mess with that. It was funny though. I was struggling really hard to actually get this off, but I watched so many videos. They made it look so much easier than it really seemed, or it was for me personally. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. In the future, I'd love to get a carbon fiber wheel, leather right here, and then carbon fiber, and then the red, I don't even know what it's called, the red center piece, center line, I guess. I think that looks really cool. And interior pieces are awesome because you're obviously in the car all the time, and it's something you always see. Exterior pieces are always awesome to get to, but interior is always a huge plus because you're always in the car, like I just mentioned. So carbon fiber wheel in the future, definitely. I love the look of that one. Something that I also recently just got, which I love a lot, is this Weir like Wise shift knob. Before that knob, I had a Billet Works. It was more of a sphere shape knob, which was a white ball, white sphere. It was really good. I really liked the weight of it. It felt amazing, a lot better than the OEM one. Even the OEM one itself, honestly, was really nice, but I just wanted to change it up and get something that was a little heavier, and the Billet Works knob worked very well for me for a while. One of my buddies, David, had a Red STI as well, and he had a short shifter in his, and I really liked it because he just put it in recently and he let me drive the car, and I really liked how it felt. So I decided to get the Torque Solution short shifter knob, short shifter kit as well. David actually helped me put in the short shifter. Thank you, David, you're the man. I really appreciate your help, man. And we put in Torque Solution short shifter, but it made the short shifter, it's obviously a lot shorter in height, and it's not an adjustable short shifter. So it fell in height a lot, and it kind of almost made the whole short shifter the whole shifter sit a little more to the left hand side, and I didn't like how it was sitting that low with the sphere knob. It just didn't feel right to me. So I decided to look into some options of how I can make my shifting experience feel a little better with the short shifter, and my options were to either get a shift knob that is a sphere shape like this one, get an extension knob like my buddy Matt got, which is super sick, or get a short shifter that's adjustable in height. But I didn't really want to go through the pain of having to replace the short shifter again to one that is adjustable in height. So I also didn't want to do the extension, because with the reverse lockouts, as you may know, when you're replacing a short shifter, you have to get this reverse lock pin out, which is a huge pain to get out, and I didn't want to go through that again and having to try to take that out. So I decided to just get a shifter that was higher up and more cylinder shape. My buddy Max let me drive his car that had this Weir like Wise knob, which is the Daytona Pro. Love this knob a lot. Thanks for suggesting it, Max, and letting me drive your car with it. I fell in love with it after I drove it in his car, and I'm like, shit, I definitely got to get that. So I waited for the Daytona Pro to come back in stock, and I just got this recently. And I gotta say, just being just a nothing but a shift knob, you would think, oh, it's just a shift knob, it will make a significant difference, but let me tell you, it made such a huge difference to me. I love how the car feels. It just feels so much better how it drives in general. My hand sits a little higher up, which feels a lot more comfortable to me versus being down here where the sphere Billet Works shift knob was. So yeah, I'm really happy with this shift knob. So that was one of the additions that I added. Another thing that I did to the interior that I really liked was actually something that was I got from Chris Vuano. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Chris, if you're watching this video. These pieces right here, the fan portion right here, the covers around the fans, and then these center pieces right here, they were all silver when I bought the car. I think the newer ones come with piano black, but I wanted to make it look a lot more darker, and Chris had a video on it, him doing the wrapping the fans. So not good at wrapping, so I decided to go to my buddy Mitch, and my buddy Mitch wrapped this fan for me, the fan covers, all 4 of them on the sides too, and on the centerpiece. And then he also wrapped this centerpiece for me and this circle piece that goes around the shifter. It made a significant difference. I love it so much. It changed the whole aspect of the car completely. It's just a lot darker inside. I don't like the whole chrome and silver look, so I try to get rid of as much of it as possible, and I think that was a huge thing for me for the interior. It just changed the look of the car completely for me, so I'm really happy with that as well. Some other things that I did that are in the interior, let's see here. Oh, I got this, I have had this radar, which is an Escort 9500iX Escort Passport 9500iX for almost 6-8 years now. I've had it from even before I even owned the STI. After I got my first ticket, I decided to get a radar, but it was always I always had it just, you know, plugged in and with the mute button, which I really liked for a while, and that's why I was moving away from, you know, wanting to get the hardwire kit for it. But my buddy Roman did it for his cars. I think he did it for his Raptor. His RS had it as well, and it just gives it a much more clean look, in my opinion. You don't have wires dangling everywhere, and it's all hidden behind, so I really like that look. So I decided to go with that kit. It's from Amazon as well, so if any of you guys have any questions for me about that, I can definitely link you guys and tell you a little more about it if you're interested in buying something similar to that. Really liked it so much, so it gives it a way better look. You barely see the radar itself. It's not in the way. I mean, you really can't go wrong. So, and it wasn't too expensive either. I don't know, I want to say like $15 to $30. I don't remember exactly. I can look into it if any of you, if any of you are interested. Bunch of tires all over the road. Hopefully it didn't damage my car. I'm trying to think what other pieces inside that I can really talk about. There really isn't anything else. Like I mentioned, there's this fan covers that I got wrapped by my buddy Mitch. Mitch, you the man. Thank you so much, bro. The centerpiece as well. I got the short shifter, torque solution short shifter. I have the We Are Likewise Daytona Pro knob, and I have the rear view mirror mount, which is a really nice mount. Makes it look a lot cleaner without wires everywhere. And at first I was hesitant of getting it because I liked having the mute button right here, but I realized that, you know, once I hardwire it, this button right here, the mute button right here, is actually pretty much the same distance, if not closer, than it is to press here. So it was definitely worth it for me, and I got used to it. It took me a while to, you know, for a while I was looking for that mute button down there, but over time I eventually got used to pressing the mute button here, and I grew to love this rear view mount hardwire, rear view mirror mount with the hardwire kit, sorry. Pretty nice day out here in Ohio. We have, it says 69, so I'm guessing like 60s. I only say that because the sun might be beating down, so it might not actually be 69, but it is significantly warmer. We actually had like 30s, and we got snow the one day recently, but it's, you know, it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland, is to be expected. Kind of something that happens around here. We just have hit or miss weather where it goes from 30s and snow to 60s all within one day. So, but we are supposed to have some nice weather for the next couple of days, so I'll try to get some suction cup mount shots and some more pictures done before it gets cold, just so I have some, you know, to last me for a bit while it's cold. Although I will we'll definitely go out and shoot some pictures in the winter time. I really like winter shots as well. Gives it a unique touch, especially with the crystal white pearl color. The nice thing about this radar is if you pass the same area very often throughout your week, your commute's the same, and you know, a lot of times the radar will give you false signals. You can actually mark those false signals on your radar, so next time you pass that same area and that false signal goes off, it'll actually mute it, which is really nice, because that's the one thing about radars some people don't like, is it often gives off false signals. I kind of got used to it. I grew to get used to the sound of the false signals, but it doesn't really bug me enough. But it's nice to be able to mark them to avoid as many false signals as possible. So that's kind of a cool thing about this radar that I have here. Trying to think. Oh, my Tomei exhaust. That was one of my most recent things that I did. My buddy David was parting out his STI, sold me his Tomei. Thank you, David, you the man. I love the Tomei exhaust. Sound so amazing. At first, it's funny, I actually didn't like the Tomei exhaust. Didn't really like the look of the single exit. I didn't like how it was unsymmetrical. But it grew on me a lot, and especially after I drove his car, the sound is just such a unique tone that is just so pleasant to the ear for me. I love it. It's not too drony, but when you want to, you know, lay on it and you want to hear the exhaust, you certainly can. So that's the one thing I really like about the Tomei exhaust. It sounds amazing. And I might be wrong, but I think it's a little less drony than the R400. I actually wanted to get the NVIDIA R400 originally, but David was getting rid of this exhaust, so it was just, you know, too good of a deal to pass up. My buddy had it, and I knew it was well taken care of, so really didn't have any crazy issues with it. It's been working pretty good for me. Sounds amazing. I think one of the hangers actually snapped, so that was the one thing that I did have an issue with, but I was able to find a local welder who was able to hook me up. I think Devon Green, thank you, man. You're the man. Appreciate it. I think I'm gonna cut off the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it really wasn't much, just kind of a little walk around my car and just, you know, explaining some of the little things that I've done to my car, nothing drastic. But if you guys like these style videos, make sure to give me a like, comment, any suggestions that you have for me, you know, in terms of specific videos that you'd like to see. Would you like to see more car POVs like this where I kind of just talk and drive around? Would you guys like to see videos where I talk about specific items on my car, like any of the interior pieces that I discussed, or any of the exterior pieces, my exhaust, my coilovers? Yeah, I'm just open to suggestions. I love this car. I have a huge passion for it, and I really enjoy all of you guys, and I appreciate all of you guys for watching these videos. Thanks again for watching. I really do enjoy making videos like this, so yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching again. Bye.